13th, 14th. It's like 3:40 exactly. Yeah, today is the 13th. It's 3:40. Just turned 3:41 now. So, well, today's July 13th, and it's 3:41. Hold on, let me get cuter. But, hello. So today is July 13th, and this is like 3:41 in the morning. I'm up right now. And I'm sitting in my car. I was smoking and just relaxing. My car is my atmosphere. And I think it's nice to just chill in my own atmosphere sometimes because I travel a lot. And I'm usually staying in hotels and Airbnbs and things of that nature. So it's like, my car is my sanctuary. Because those hotels and Airbnbs and all that other stuff carry different energies. So, I would like to do a reading today. I was just using the cards, reading myself a little second ago. So, got my little candle going in the back. You can't see it because I got my little cloth up. It's been raining outside all day. I haven't posted any videos like lately. Like, I've been just dealing with my own stuff, I guess. So I pretty much feel like I need to go through these things and grow through these things before I can speak on them to anyone else. So yeah, that. Okay. So the first deck I'm using is it's called Revelations. I'm still a book reader, so bear with me, please. Be patient. It's a process. But a true process. What else? Oh yeah. I'm going to post more Miami videos later before I go back. Yeah. I just have to get my mind right into my own understandings. Like, I'm not used to, I may do tarot and practice whatever I practice and all of that. But at the end of the day, like, I did grow up differently. So, I can understand that. To where going to Miami for me is a whole different ballpark, especially in the presence that I have now. When I was there in the past, I was younger. I didn't know myself. I was more insecure. I was falling into traps. And now I'm feeling foolproof, unfuckwittable, and whatever else you want to call it, okay? Foolproof, unfuckwittable, and it was another word that I was saying. I'll remember it, and y'all gonna hear it another time, okay? But I'm feeling all of these ways right now. So, yeah, I'm like, that stuff is insignificant, for one. And two, I'm like, I just have to open up more. I grew up in the church. I grew up a Christian, girl. So it was that those type of things weren't taught, practiced, or even thought of in my household until I branched out on my own and learned those things. I'm from Michigan, so I'm from up north. And, it's just a whole different ballpark. It's just completely different. But, it's never too late to learn anything. Especially when the power is always with you. You just have to be open to understand it and use it in a manner that is for the highest good. If that's the way you're trying to go. Okay, so yeah. The first deck I'm going to do is Revelations, and I just pulled 4 cards out of that deck. So this is for whoever needs to hear this. The first card I pulled was 4 of Cups, and it's reversed. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Okay, it says the reverse of this card reflects the spirit of finding one's calling out of the darkness of complacency. Here, the emotional need to succeed will drive you to achieve more than you already have, and your eagerness and tenacity to do it will be rewarding enough to lift your spirits up. In the situation around you, there will be a can-do and will-do and willing-to-do atmosphere. People all around you will cheer you on and encourage you to strive for more for your own sake in relationships. Oh, for your own sake, sorry. In relationships, you'll be dragged along a roller coaster ride of excitement and fun, all to aid being a part of the more than the conventional. So yeah, I know this is not for me, y'all, because I had a terrible past few days. Like, I'm like, right now, I feel like I've been ascending, so I feel like I've been ascending, so I'm like more open to love. But when I'm more open to love, I'm more open to love myself and someone else, because I had to understand maybe the places that I was going wrong and trying to love another person. Yeah, and it's like sometimes you have to just wait for things to fall in line, or, you know, not even wait for things to fall into line, honestly, but just keep on pushing. And if they happen, you know, it was meant to happen, and if it wasn't, then fuck them. Like, that's all. Okay, so the next card, but that has nothing to do with your card. Your card was good, saying great things about your, like, coming relationship. And saying that you're pretty much coming out of a dark space. So you may have been in a bad relationship previously, or you may have been in a bad situation. And it's like, okay, well, now everything is going to start looking up, like it's going to look much better than it was. You know, when you go down, where can you go next? So the next card is Ace of Pentacles. And that one was reversed as well. Okay, so the next card is Ace of Pentacles. And it pretty much speaks on the same situation or the same things, saying prosperity and abundance is around you. Yeah, okay. So good things are ahead. You may have went through a dark time previously, like I said, with a relationship or whatever, maybe work, whatever you had going on that wasn't working out as well as you would have expected it to, or just was bad for you, toxic. And now you're finding your way out of the toxicity and into the arms of something much better and greater. Okay, so the next card that I pulled is Two of Wands, and this one was reversed. Okay. Okay, so that is about blockages. The Two of Swords. It's about being blocked. So it's saying, like, you know, you may have things that are available to you as wealth, and such as wealth and a happy and prosperous relationship and life and all of those things, but you may be blocking your own self. It's not looking like it's external, but I mean, you know, people always can add small fuel to the fire, but the fire is you. So you're blocking yourself, and shit, you're blocking yourself, and you have to come out of that. Excuse me, y'all. You have to come out of that. Don't hold yourself back. Yeah, so it's pretty much saying, like, if you continue to be your own block in your life, then you won't be able to attain these things that are meant for you and are meant to come to you. You have to figure out what you're doing wrong, like mirror yourself, and look in the mirror and figure out what you may be doing wrong in your situation, or what you have done wrong in situations previously, for you to move on prosperously. There we go. I think that's the correct way to say it, right? Yeah. Okay. So the last card is Four of Cups. Okay, and this one was reversed. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Don't listen. So the last card is Six of Cups, and it was upright. Yeah, like I said, I love these cards. They're so beautiful. And bear with me again. Like I said, I'm just starting with the online readings, really. Like, I don't do this too much. But, hey. Try new things. It's nice to try new things. So, this says... Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So, I think that coincides together really well, because the last card spoke on blockages, like maybe you have done something wrong in the past, or maybe you made mistakes, in your relationships with coworkers, or your personal, sexual, intimate relationship with your spouse. So, like, even if that person may be toxic, or those environments may be toxic, it's like, we're not perfect. We also have to always look at ourselves. So this speaks on emotions resurfacing from your past in the form of happy memories. It says past lovers, old friends will reappear in your life. Or in work situations, you may find yourself revisiting past endeavors or contacts to help you push yourself up along the way. So, yeah. And, last thing it says, you may also reflect upon memories of past achievements and happiness in an attempt to incorporate these goals into your present life. Incorporate, whatever. So, pretty much, like, where you look back at yourself and mirror yourself and see where you went wrong, you can understand and try to not make those mistakes again when you go back into a situation or take yourself into another situation. Then you won't be so... You have the knowledge now. There we go. You have the knowledge now to where you could be like, okay, well, I understand what I did here, and I can completely understand that myself, honestly, because I was going through that time like a little minute ago. But yeah, so things are definitely looking up, but you just have to understand where you went wrong in some situations, and the contacts and the people that you did deal with that were beneficial in your life, even if you guys, may have had distance yourself or whatever, whatever happened, I feel like they're still there for you. Like, all of your contacts and all of your help is still around you and available to you at any time you need them. So that's really good. And now I'm going to go into the Dreamers tarot, because this is like my favorite deck. I love this deck so much. I like this deck too. This used to be my favorite deck because it was just so honest and blunt. But the Dreamers tarot, I'm a big dream world person, so I love it because it's really good for that. It's really beneficial for that. It helps you understand the, what is it called, the subconscious or unconscious, I don't know, the stuff that's in the back of your mind, or that you think about what you don't think about, that you know is going on but you don't truly know, like all those type of things. So yeah. Okay, so this is now the Dreamers deck. But yeah, so I have to back away a little bit. I've just been feeling like I've been getting too much energy currently. Like, I had to just learn how to control my own energy, like, and break a lot of bad habits that I had in my life. Like, but break a lot of bad habits I had in my life. Like, I just felt like I had a lot going on. And, you know, it's just time to be better, do better. And to trust myself and, you know, self-heal and things of that nature. So this is for whoever needs the message. The first card I pulled is 5 of Pentacles. I know this card is about giving, not giving and receiving, but getting and charity or something of that nature, pretty much. So yeah, so it says, okay, this card indicates going through rough times, either physically or financially. That is hard enough, but this card carries a more distressing message. You are letting these hard times erode your spirit, your faith, and your desire. You don't have the energy to get through it this time. You have no faith that things will turn around, and you don't even desire to seek the help that may be available. So, I can understand this card because I go through like rough times all the time. Like I said, I just had to leave Florida because I didn't feel like comfortable there at the time because I wasn't in the right headspace. And well, I wasn't in the right headspace, and then I just, you know, I wasn't aware of a lot of things that were going on. So it was like once I became more aware of like the spirituality side of this world, like in the physical world, then it was like, wow, like it was mind blown. It made me have to look at myself and understand, like what was going on with me and the power that I hold, pretty much. And so yeah, like I'm in that space right now, but I still go through very tough times where I make bad decisions, and it may make me sad or in my feelings or whatever. But the best thing to do is do something you love. After something that you don't like happens, do something you love. Like I just came and sat in my car after I was upset and read a book. I like to read. So I sat there and read a book about things that I like to, know about. And as I was learning, I was feeling a lot better because, I was filling my head with stuff besides that mess or whatever mess, that I had put myself into. So, 3 of Wands. And this card is reversed as well. Well, not as well. The other one wasn't. Sorry. So, it says, be prepared for a delay in the expected returns or perhaps responses that are not quite what you hoped for. Okay. Excuse me. So, like we were talking about pretty much with the 5 of Pentacles card, basically saying like something may not fall through the way you hope for it. And that's kind of pretty much exactly what the same things the 3 of Wands was saying. The response that you anticipated may not be the response that you get, when you're going for something specific, or if you're asking someone for something, or if you're reaching out to someone for anything. Knight of Swords is upright. I kind of want to read that last though, because that was the last card I pulled, so I'm going to do that last. I'm going to do 2 of Wands next. Yeah, okay, 2 of Wands. These cards are gorgeous too, as well. Okay. Okay. It says the 2 of Wands suggests the need to choose between 2 ventures. In this case, Either option requires your full passion and attention. This is not the time to split your focus and your energy. Although both choices are appealing, go with your instincts and make the right choice. Oh, and you will make the right choice. Okay, yeah. So, trust your instincts and listen to yourself. Experience whatever it is, and you can decide what, will be best for you. Just from experience, from having discernment. There we go. Having discernment. Take discernment with you, and you can decide, and based off that and your instincts, and you will always make the best choice that was for you at that moment. Even if it, you make mistakes, mistakes happen. Like, maybe you needed to make that mistake to learn a lesson before you got to where you were trying to go. So, yeah. And the next card is Eight of Swords. Okay. It's reversed as well. Okay. It says, if reversed, this card suggests that the feeling of entrapment is in your mind. You thought about things in such a way that they've become traps and dangers, but they either aren't real or what you made them out to be. Okay. So, what was the other one? Okay, so yeah, maybe it's a situation that you were afraid of, or you don't want to really deal with or get into because you feel like it's a trap or it's not in your best interest. But this card is saying the way you think is more so the trap. You trap yourself in your mind, and you look at everything else as a trap after you do that. So yeah. The last two cards I pulled was, well, I forgot I had another card. Knight of Cups and Page of Wands. So I'm gonna do the Knight of Cups first. Excuse me. Turn my AC down, it's cold. Okay, so the Knight of Cups. Okay. So this speaks on a nice and loving man that is coming into your life, or, may have already been in your life. But, yeah. Okay, so yeah, he may have already been in your life, or he is coming into your life now. And it just speaks on his passion and his love and how big-hearted that he is, and his appreciation for life and all of those type of things. He's shy, it says. Maybe he hasn't asked you out yet, or any, like, it could be a guy in a friend zone. That popped in my head right now, so maybe that might be what it is. You may have a guy that you look at like he's like a friend or whatever, or you don't take him too seriously because of he just never let himself become known to you that like this is what he wants, or that he likes you in any form. He's just comfortable with your presence or whatever position that he plays in your life. So yeah, that, or a new guy, but I think it's what I just said. So it says once he asks you out, or once he takes you out, he'll make you feel like a princess, and common sense is probably not one of his virtues. So I guess with that part being said, You know, we're women, we're very intelligent. So, you know, if someone doesn't fully have that common sense, then we can make up for it in some places and help them out a little bit. So the last card is Knight of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Swords. And that was regular facing. Okay, I pulled this card for myself earlier, and when I usually pull this card, I don't take to heed of it for relationships. I take the heed of it for a male figure in your life. So maybe your father or someone who taught you how to carry yourself, a man in your life who taught you how to carry yourself a certain way. It says this knight is single-minded and intensely focused. I mean, and it has to be that, because if you're able to do the work and say, hey, I can look back on myself and see what I did wrong, I know gosh dang well that you have had a stable, you know, man and an amazing man in your life, because it takes that energy for you to, especially as a woman, be able to think that you could ever be wrong about anything, because most women just don't think that they're ever wrong. Okay, so he knows what he wants and he's certain how to achieve it. His intellect is stunning. His mastery of language is a thing of beauty. He's very confident in his opinions and beliefs and loves to express them in friendly but no holds barred debates or arguments. Sorry. If you need someone to advise you about a logical problem or a plan, you can count on him. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wait. Do not, however, go to him with the problems of the heart. He is generally impatient in the face of emotions. So yeah, that's what I think it is, like, as well. Maybe, like, you know, a father figure or a male that you're really connected to in your life that gives you advice on a regular basis, but he's not really too big on giving you advice on situations like relationships, because, you know, guys think differently than us, like, and no one, it's hard to really listen to people about how you should feel in your relationship unless it's just like terrible, and then it's like, okay, yeah, like, what the hell you doing, why you like still here, and why is we talking about this? But if it's just not like that terrible to that point, you know, to where it's just detrimental to you, then they're not really in the vibes of having those conversations, because it's like, okay, like, I want to forget relationships and love and all of that. Like, let's talk about life and you doing whatever, you know, you trying to make yourself better, and you can deal with, you and your homegirls can talk about your relationships, or you and somebody else, but they're just not for that. Okay, so that was all. I'm a little tired, kinda, not really. I'm up all night, but yeah. So follow, subscribe, like the video, like, go check out my other videos and like those. I'll be doing more readings from now on. I'm just getting myself together, y'all. Like, I just have so many things that I do, and it's like, you know, I find the time to make everything fit together. So have a great day. Good morning.